video, finally, after forever. But today I'm going to be doing my April TBR, and I haven't done one of these yet, so I thought it would be fun to do, so I figured, why not? Now, these aren't in any particular order. I started one last night because I finished my other book, which was The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Very good book, highly recommend it. But, so I started one last night, didn't get very far into it. But these books are books that I have needed to be read for like ever. They've been in my bookshelves forever, and they really needed to be read. So they're kind of older, not necessarily older, but for younger grades when I bought them. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first book I have is How to Speak Dolphin by Ginny Rorby, I believe is how you say her name. But this book I've had forever, and I started it last night, and I was like, okay, it's decently good so far. I'm only 3 chapters in, so I guess I don't really know what it's really about. I just know it's about a girl named Lily and her brother Adam, who has autism, and it's obviously about dolphins, and I don't really know a whole lot about it, so we'll see if I like it. The next book I have is a Bailey School Kids book, which I know is kind of an older series, but this is the Pirates Don't Wear Pink Sunglasses, and this is by Debbie Dady and Marcia Thornton Jones, I believe. So this is just a shorter book. Don't really know a lot about this either, so I can finish this pretty quickly. The next book I have is The Ghoul Next Door by Suzanne Nelson, and I don't know a lot about this book either. It basically is a whole theme. I don't really know a lot about any of the books that I'm going to read, so, but this is the Poison Apple book series, and there's a lot of them that I have still yet to read, and I've had them since like the 4th grade, and I really need to get around to read them. So this is definitely one I'm hoping to read very soon, because I really need to read them. The next book I have is Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. Now, this book kind of intimidates me for a reason, and that's because the font is so small, and I'm not good with small font. So it's kind of intimidated me for a really long time, but it's been on my bookshelves forever. It looks like a really good book. I just know it's about a girl whose mom drowns in a river, and a bunch of other girls and young ladies and whatever drowned in a river. So that's about all I know about this. And I really like mysteries, and I love murder, so I'm excited to read it, but I'm also intimidated by the small font. So we'll see. The next book I have is Two Lies and a Spy by Kat Carlson. And this book I've had for a very, very long time. I got it for Christmas one year, and I still have yet to read it. I've picked it up a couple times before, started it, didn't get very far, and put it back down. So this is just a book I really, really, really need to read. And so we will see if I like it or not. Again, I don't know a whole lot about this book and what's going to happen in the book, so we'll see if I enjoy it or not. Next we have Dead Girls Don't Lie by Jennifer Shaw Wolfe, and this is another book I've had since like the 7th grade, so it looked really interesting, and that's one of the reasons why I got it, because it looked so interesting. And it's about another murder, and like I said earlier, I love murders, and I love mystery, and this has like all of it, but I haven't picked it up, and I don't know why. I guess I've just been putting it off. I shun it when it's on my bookshelf. I guess I'm a book shunner now, but I have yet to pick this up, and I really, really, really need to read this one. So this is possibly, I don't know, the next book I will read. But it's so hard, because I'm such a picky reader when it comes to picking out what book I'm going to read next, because I'm always like, oh, I want to read this one. Oh, I want to read this one. And it's like, oh, I don't really want to read this one, but I really have to because it's been on my bookshelf forever. So I really, really, really need to get to this. The next book I have is The Sacrifice of Sunshine Girl by Paige Mackenzie, and I've read the first two books. It's a series. I've read the first two books in the series, but I read them so long ago that I don't remember what really happens in them. So I'm thinking I might save this one for last and then go back and read the first and second book again. So it's a trilogy as of now. If she's coming out with more, I can't say. But this has been on my TBR for a while too. It hasn't been on it for as long as some of the other books that I've previously shown in this video. But it's definitely one I really want to get to because I really, really, really love this series. And it's such a great trilogy. And so I'm very excited to read it. But I think my plan is going to be to go back and read the first two books in the series, and then I will pick this one up so it's like fresh in my mind, because I really only remember so much about the first two books. Like I really don't remember any of it, but I did a book report for The Haunting of Sunshine Girl in like the 7th grade, so parts of that are coming back to me. I can't even remember when I read the second book. I definitely preferred the first book over the second book too, so that could be why I don't remember as much as that happened in the second book as in the first book. But I also read the second book really, really fast, and I think that's another reason why I'm blanking on it. But yeah, I'm really excited to read this, and I really, really hope I like it. And then the final book I have is Poison by Bridget Zinn. And I don't know why I haven't read this one yet. I haven't had it for that long, but I don't know why I haven't read it yet, because it's got magic. It's basically a recipe for poison is the whole scheme of it. I don't really know a whole lot about this one either. Like I said, common theme among these books, I don't really know a lot about them, which is weird for me because I usually like to really read up on my books, which sounds kind of weird, but I prefer to read like the summaries and whatever so I know if it's something I'll like or not. So I don't usually do this, but I know this one just basically is about poison, is what the general census is of this book. But I'm really hoping I like this one because it seems magical and it seems like something I'll really enjoy. So yeah, that is my TBR for April, and if I'm going to read all of them, I don't know. I don't know what order I'm going to read them all in, but I really hope I enjoy the most bit of them. I know I'll enjoy at least a couple of them because a couple of them really, really pique my interest. So I really hope I'll like them. And yeah, so with that said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!